Hi guys, welcome back to episode 1.8 of the TechMe Academy series. My name is Hans, I'm a lecturer at the TechMe Academy, and I'll just be teaching you the BJTs, the two simple types that you get. You get the NPN and the PNP. I'm going to teach you the mnemonics to remember them as well.
NPN is easy to remember. It is never points in, right? As you can see, the arrow on an NPN is literally never ever pointing in. So that's pretty easy. And then again, with a PNP transistor, we can see that it's permanently in pointing. So a really easy way to remember it. And just remember that the one with the arrow is the emitter. So the one with the arrow is the emitter, the one with no arrow is the collector, and then the one that looks like it comes in the middle is called the base. All right. An easy way to remember the forward bias is to take the transistor name middle letter and see that as the voltage for conduction at BC, which is the base and the collector. So what I'm saying is, if you have an NPN transistor like this, you would take the middle letter, which is this one, and you would use it as your BC, right? So now I already know that I'm going to have a more positive reference at B and C. This one on the right is called a PNP transistor. The middle letter gives the BC voltage reference away. So in the PNP transistor, we can clearly see that B and C would be more negative as well. Over here, we've got our power supply, and we've basically, on all power supplies, you'll see a terminal for positive and negative. All that means is that the positive is 12 volts higher in reference to the other side. Okay, so we have an NPN transistor, and this basically means that B and C both have to be positive in reference. So this obviously leaves E being negative, which is exactly what is happening here. E is technically over here, and it is tied to the negative, which is technically ground. And then the positive is then tied to the collector, which checks out, and both the base through the switch, right? Which is the switch I put in. The reason I put the switch in is to basically switch the light bulb, which is over here. Every single time this switch closes, it pulls the base, which is over here. It pulls the base more positive than the emitter, and so basically then the light over here, after this switch closes, will start to illuminate light.